Staying humble and teachable. This tutorial explains the importance of staying humble and teachable. Of all the lessons to learn, being teachable and humble stand out as the most significant and critical attributes for success. Pride and arrogance are the cornerstones of failure. You can only grow so far with your strengths, and then you have to start working on your weaknesses. Leaders are always learning, building strong habits of study and listening to successful people. As well as acquiring the knowledge, they are quick to apply it to their own business, changing the way they do things and letting go of wrong thinking. If you get in the business and you just want to do things your own way and are not willing to listen to the team, then this business may not be for you. Ask yourself, am I really teachable? Leaders in your upline are willing to share their knowledge with people who are genuinely willing and eager to receive information. All the good advice in the world won't help you if you're not willing to learn. Learn to trust your upline's experience. The more you listen to your leaders, the higher your success rate. Ask them, how can I improve and get better? The more open and honest you are with them, the more they can help you. Even when you have really good people skills, not everyone in your group will relate to you. You will get personality clashes. It's important that you encourage your people to build a good relationship with all your upline, so they have somebody else to relate to other than you. If you cut your downline off from your upline, that will duplicate, and they'll cut you off from their people as well. Leaders seek to learn and gain new knowledge by being quiet. They eagerly take notes and record the information. Develop a team spirit in your group by using your upline as a coach. Sometimes you may reach a level in the business that you can't move on from. And even though you are working hard, you are just standing still. Either you haven't taught people to duplicate you, or maybe you have stopped learning and you think you know everything. We can all still learn. Stay in a learning mode. You have to be willing to change, to become a better you. Realize your upline wants to help you, so they'll never give you bad advice. The bigger the group, the more you need to take advice. Seeking advice is a sign of strength, not weakness. To know whether you are really teachable, ask yourself the following 10 questions. 1. Am I willing to ask for help and advice? 2. Am I open to my upline's suggestions? 3. Am I willing to change my opinion based on new information? 4. Am I willing to ask a question that will expose my ignorance? 5. Am I willing to admit when I am wrong? 6. Am I open to doing things in a different way? 7. Do I act defensively when I'm criticized? 8. Do I think carefully before acting? 9. Do I ask relevant questions? 10. Do I listen more than I talk? Be a good listener. Exceptional leaders are great listeners. We're not listening or learning when we're speaking. Some people practice selective listening. Don't just follow some of the advice, follow all of the advice. Being a quality listener requires personal discipline and a high regard for other people. Being a good listener helps us to know people better, to learn what they have learned, and to show them that we value them as individuals. You can't learn if you are always talking. Understand the learning process. You need a good ego, but you also need to be humble. Great leaders are, when needed, willing to perform any sort of task which they would ask another to perform. Are you really open to new ideas and new ways of doing things? Here's how learning typically works. 1. Take action. 2. Look for your mistakes and evaluate. 3. Search for a way to do it better. 4. Go back to point 1. How to maintain a teachable attitude. If you look for opportunities to learn in every situation, you will expand your ability to its full potential. You do this by reading useful information, watching things that inspire you, attending events that encourage you to change and grow, and spending time with people who stretch you. It is the desire to listen, learn, and apply. It is the hunger to discover and grow. If you stop learning, you stop leading. But if you remain teachable and keep learning, you will be able to keep making an impact as a leader.